At approximately 06:30 this morning, officers received a run to respond to the alley in the 2500 block between Niagara and Newport. The first officer arrived on the scene. They received a run for a suspicious auto. First officer arrived on the scene, noticed the vehicle, ran the tags, confirmed that the vehicle was stolen, which time second officer responded. As the officer exited the vehicle, the driver of the vehicle struck one of the officers in the leg. He's currently in the hospital. I believe his condition is probably fair. At that time, the officers fired several shots, striking the driver. The driver was pronounced. Obviously, this is an ongoing investigation. There were several individuals in the car. The only person that was struck was the driver, and we do believe the police officer will be okay.
It was a female, this driver?
Yes, the driver was a female, very young in age.
So who was in the car that struck the officer? Was it one of the other passengers?
No,
or was it the driver?
The driver of the car struck the officer. I believe there were 5 individuals in the car at the time.
When you say the driver of the car was very young in age, do you mean underage or?
It appeared to be a teenager. Yet to verify the exact age.
Is the officer knee injured, you said?
Yes, he also has a leg. He also has a leg injury, possible fracture. But at this time, that I don't know. As soon as I finish this interview, I'll be heading towards the hospital.
Was the initial call for a stolen vehicle?
No, the initial call was for a suspicious vehicle. When the first officer arrived on the scene, he ran the tags, and in fact, it was a stolen vehicle. At which time a backup officer responded to the scene. Both officers exited their vehicle. As they approached the driver of the vehicle, the driver struck the original officer, at which time the officers fired several shots, striking the driver, and she was pronounced at the hospital.
So, Chief, you sound like you're saying both officers opened fire on the driver?
Yes, both officers opened fire.
Was this a stolen vehicle?
Yes, it was a stolen vehicle.
Can you explain more what you mean suspicious vehicle? What does that mean exactly?
Well, what happens is probably someone called the dispatcher stating there was a vehicle in the alley that they suspect was suspicious. Whatever their definition was at the time, they dispatched the police officers. The officer responded, ran the tags, and in fact the car was stolen. Which time a second officer responded as backup. They both exited the vehicle, approached the driver. The driver struck the original officer. Both officers then fired several shots, striking the driver.
How many other people were in the car?
5, a total of 5.
Do we know how the suspect struck the officer? Was it with the car, with the door?
No, struck the officer with the car.
Does it appear that those other people in the car, the 5 people, were also underage?
Yeah, it appears that everyone in the car was very young in age. The exact ages that I don't know at this particular time, but obviously we'll get it during the course of the investigation.
Is your officers going to continue on this investigation?
Absolutely. This is an ongoing investigation. Obviously, both of the officers will be placed in administrative lead pending the outcome of the investigation.
I know it's early to say, but does it appear that the driver intentionally struck the officer?
That I don't know. Obviously, it's part of the investigation. Okay.
Do you think, maybe it's early too, do you think the officer that was hit, did he fire after he was hit or before?
Again, that I do not know. That's obviously will be part of the investigation also.
Are all the other parties in custody at this point?
Yes, everyone's in custody. Okay,
Based
thank
on
you very
what
much.
you know about this case, do you have any reason to believe there was a problem with protocol? Do you think they followed protocol correctly?
Based on what I know of the case, I would tell you that obviously there are a lot of questions that need to be answered, and in the investigation we'll probably we'll discover exactly what happened, why hopefully the driver did what the driver did. Well, the driver was in a stolen car, and the actions of the officers, and I think the facts will show that hopefully that the officers' actions were correct. If they weren't, we'll certainly address that.
Can you say anything more about the officers? Are they veterans with the department?
Yeah, I kind of want to hold off giving any particulars about the officers until we have an opportunity to notify their family members. And the same with the driver and the passengers in the car. Don't want to get into those particulars until everyone's been notified. Okay, thank you very much.